Hey guys, it's Kevin from Subispeed. Today we're going to be installing an EGR delete kit on our 2015 WRX. Now before I go through the install process, let's quickly talk about why you would want to delete your EGR. Now EGR stands for exhaust gas recirculation, and simply put, what it basically does is pump exhaust gases back into the engine in order to improve fuel economy and emissions. There are, however, some pretty big long-term downsides when you have EGR on a direct injected engine. Normally on a port injected engine, the fuel injectors spray fuel that washes over your valves, keeping them clean of any buildup. But on our direct injected engines, as the name suggests, the fuel is injected directly into the combustion chambers, bypassing the valves, leaving the valves collecting buildup from the recirculated gases, which in turn hinders the performance of your engine. So we're going to be getting rid of all that with a delete kit. There are a couple delete kits to choose from. You've got Illuminati, IAG, and Torque Solutions. They're all pretty much going to do the same thing, so it's really up to you on which kit you're going to be using. We're going to be installing the Torque Solution kit. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is remove your intercooler. As you can see on this car, we have a front mount, so I can't really show you that, but you can check out that process by watching the AVO intercooler install. Once the intercooler is removed, you're going to want to look on the back of the intake manifold for this pipe right here. And there's going to be 4 12mm bolts, 2 right here and 2 over here that are holding it in. Go ahead and remove those, and you can remove this pipe. Once that pipe is removed, you want to make sure this OEM gasket here is not damaged and you're able to reuse it. Once you've made sure that gasket is in good shape, you can grab your larger EGR block-off plate and install that using the OEM 12mm bolts. You want to torque these down to 14 foot-pounds. Next, we're going to move on to removing this cooler pipe. Now there's going to be 2 coolant hoses feeding into this. We're going to work on the top one first, so grab a pair of hose pinch pliers or some locking pliers if you don't have those, and then you're going to grab another pair of pliers to get this hose clamp off, and you want some paper towels or rags too, just in case some coolant comes out. With the top hose removed, we can work on the lower hose right here. Now I'm working on this from the bottom of the car to get you guys a better view, but you should be able to reach this from the top of the car as well. You want to lay some rags or paper towels down again. This hose is probably going to give out more coolant than the top hose, so be ready for that. Go ahead and remove this clamp, and then you can pull the hose off. With those hoses removed, now we can unbolt the cooler pipe. There's a total of 5 bolts holding it in. There's 2 10mm bolts down here, and there's 1 10mm bolt in this area right here, and then 2 12mm bolts up top. With the cooler pipe removed, you're going to want to replace the gasket on the lower bottom side hole here, and then you're going to take the small block off plate and install that using the stock 10mm nuts. We're going to torque these down to 4.7 foot-pounds, so not too much. Now for this next step, you have 2 different options. You can either connect the 2 coolant hoses with the included 90-degree elbow, or you can completely remove this lower coolant hose and connect the upper hose all the way down to where this used to connect. I'm going to go ahead and do the easy way out and just use the elbow that's included. Once you have the elbow installed, go ahead and get the hose clamps back in place. And then you can remove the pinch pliers. The last step is going to be removing this EGR valve here. Now there's 2 coolant hoses feeding into it. You want to find the lower coolant hose, and you're going to pinch that off with some hose pinch pliers, or again the locking pliers if you don't have those. And then you're going to be looking for this plug, and you want to unplug that. And then take a pair of pliers to remove these hose clamps on each one, and then we're going to connect these 2 together using the elbow that's supplied. With those 2 hoses connected, there are 2 10mm bolts that are directly under this valve here that are holding it in. Go ahead and remove those, and then you can pull this out of place. There we go. Once the EGR valve is removed, remember to get those pinch pliers off of your hoses. Then you're ready to reinstall your intercooler and go grab a tune. Now you don't have to worry about fouling up your valves. If you want to pick up a delete kit for yourself, head on over to Subispeed.com. If you have any questions at all, feel free to email us or give us a ring. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our latest videos. I'll see you guys next time.